He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
19, Raiders 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Johnson. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He dumps it off for Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And now he picks up the spare. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
There on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw here. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry again on second down. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Raiders first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
TD Westbrook. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 39, Carr dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Carr going to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On play action, it's Carr. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Slide on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Carr steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing now is Carr. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton.
Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The quarterback sack. A 17-yard loss. It's 2nd down.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
So for Washington,
the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.